Hey everyone, welcome. Once again, Peo Time here with another, probably a little bit longer video. Uh, Please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And we're here with Packers super fan Ryan, a good buddy of mine. And I wanted to do an interview like this. It's a little bit longer, and we're going to talk about the Aaron Rodgers situation. It's a really fascinating situation from a public relations perspective, from a sports perspective, and from a football perspective. And so we're going to dive in here. And Ryan, thanks so much for agreeing to do this interview and being the first ever exclusive Peo Time interview.
First ever. Wow,
Yeah.
that's some pretty high expectations. Oh, thanks. It's an honor. It's cool. When he got the text, I was excited. I was like, man, this is pretty sweet. But he asked about the Rodgers thing. I was like, oh man, that could go on for hours. So I'll try to keep it short. Try to keep it minimal.
Well, we appreciate it. Most of my viewers are Rams fans. However, they are football fans, and so we have lots of different fans that watch this channel, and so we're going to dive into this situation a little bit. So the first question I have for you, Ryan, is can you kind of summarize, as a Packers super fan, what are you feeling towards the Aaron Rodgers situation?
Oh, man, first, I just want it to be done. I just want him to know that he's back. Put all this behind us. I just want him back and have this over with. I'm tired of all the drama and the rumors of him going to the Broncos or LA or all these teams that want him. But why would you trade your MVP? Like, you don't. He's the best player in the league. Like, I just want it to be done. I just want him to come back, to know that he's coming back, because all these speculations and you don't know what's real or what's not. And so it's some days I'm like, yeah, he's coming back. No, and then you hear like, well, he's not coming back unless Brian's gone. Brian Gunstagoots. Like, so what do you do? Right? Like, but again, it was hard when Brett Favre went through this, back in 05, 06, whatever it was. So it hasn't been that great of a history path with good quarterbacks.
Yeah, you think the Packers would have learned from the Brett Favre situation?
You'd hope so. Like, why would you draft Jordan Love in 26th pick like a year ago? Like, I was speechless, and my friends. I remember watching the draft pre-COVID with that, and it was just like, they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know if I'm okay." Like, this is like, what are they thinking? Like, what's going on? Yeah, we have a good receiving core, but like that one extra one. Like, look at Kansas City and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay re-signed everybody, all 22 starters back, even with the salary cap going to 185 and a half, or whatever it is, right?
It was impressive, but we don't want to talk about Tom Brady any more than we have to on this channel.
I prefer not, but
But okay, yeah. So we know that the Aaron Rodgers situation, this isn't like a recent thing. This goes back to not just last year, but could you make an argument that it traces back even to when Mike McCarthy got fired?
well, the speculations of all that, but you have them not getting along or calling the right players or not, doing anything. And yeah, they were tense on the sidelines, but how can you not be tense? They're both competitive. They want to go for it, right? Like, it's so hard when we've been to two NFC championships straight, and then he broke his shoulder. Before that, we lost to Seattle. We lost in a divisional round and a wild. Like, since 2010, it's just been our expectation is Super Bowl or bust, and that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gut wrenching. It's like, okay, this draft, let's not get too excited. Oh, we went 13-3. Okay, with a new head coach, awesome. Oh, we're 13-3 again. Oh, we're back to back. Okay, what's missing? Like, what's going on here? Like,
Yeah, I could.
ah.
Yeah, and we won't talk about how the Packers beat the Rams this year in the playoffs because that was.
Oh, we can talk about that. That was a great game. I had a great time. I didn't talk.
That's a very different video, but
we had to end the talk. The text. I remember you texted me like, "Hey, enjoy the game." Like, yeah, me too. I'll see you at the end. And I didn't talk to you till the next day.
So sad. It still hurts. It still hurts. But back to the Aaron Rodgers situation, because that's what we want to actually talk about. My next question for you is, so how do you feel this is gonna play? Like, how do you feel this is gonna play out, and what's the best case scenario?
Best case, He comes back. He stays. He shows up to camp. He goes through all his normal, routines with the team and with everybody, and we go on to win the Super Bowl. Like best case, but honest case, like a legit case, like 2 back-to-back NFC, like best case. This is all done. It's all smoke and mirrors. There's something going on. We got the new receiver from Clemson. I'm on Rodgers, A-Rod again. So hopefully that connection will just blow up as they compared him to Randall Cobb. They got a new center from Ohio State. Like, best case is that. Worst case, I don't want to even think of the worst case. Like, my mind's racing of like, he retired. Okay, he goes to Jeopardy. Great, all the power to him. He smashed it on Jeopardy. He did amazing. Of course they'd want him back. Why not? He was great at it. He's not only a good contestant, he knows his stuff. He honors Alex Trebek, Canadian, and it's a good game show. And he's smart. He's so smart. So that's option 1, option 2, option 3. They're not going to trade him. So either he holds out or somehow he goes to another team. So I don't know how all that would work, because if Green Bay is not going to trade him, then he either has to hold out and wait and they release him because he's got 1 year left, because I believe he's looking for that long-term deal, which I don't understand why you don't give it to him. My only thing, sorry, tyrant going off. My only thing is that the new TV deal kicks in after this season. Right. So the new TV deal is supposed to be in the billions, which means the salary cap, I heard, is supposed to go up to $250 million-ish. So if that's the case, why not wait 1 more year and then sign him? But I don't even know if they're talking like that to him. Green Bay's used to be really good at keeping everything indoors. But when something leaks, it's like, okay, this sounds legit, but if he's not happy, like I heard that Mark Murphy went down, Matt LaFleur went down, and Brian Kutzguns went down to California to see him. Like, it just gets me so frustrated. I don't want those things to happen. I don't want to think that way.
Well, and for anyone who's watched many of my videos, I have started to often say that there is a relational aspect in the NFL on football teams. And it seems like that relational aspect within the Packers organization is a little rocky right now between Rodgers and the front office. And am I correct in kind of saying it seems like the Packers front office has said to Aaron, we're not trading you. You're a Hall of Fame quarterback. You can retire. That's your choice, but you're not getting traded. So you either play for us or you retire. Do you think that's kind of the conversation within the Packers organization?
I'm sure that's an option. I hope it's not. Like, one thing I heard was when a new GM comes in, they have no loyalty to you. With players, I heard this from, shout out to Pat McAfee show, when he was saying when he got a new GM, which I didn't understand this, but it makes sense now. The GM drafted you, they got you, they're sticking with you, all hands on deck. If the GM's gone, the new GM comes in, hey, I got no loyalty to you, I want my own team my way. Aaron Rodgers has put a chip on his shoulder since getting Jordan Love. He's blowing the league out of the water. Yeah. He's got the fewest interceptions to TDs. He's got the fewest interceptions to pass attempts. He's got like most yards, like everything statistically is just out of the water, right? So like, one, you can't trade him. If not, I heard rumors of like your start. I think one rumor was Broncos were in on it. They were going to give up Luck, 3 first-rounders, and a second and a third or something like that. Like, that is a steep price, but it's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Like you said, first ballot, I believe. Obviously, I'm biased, but he is a Hall of Famer statistically, just blowing everything out. Absolutely. But again, they don't measure that. They measure in Super Bowl rings, right? So he's got one. He gets another one. He'll blow Brett Favre out of water, and then he'll be in the realm with Bart Starr, another legend of the Green Bay Packers.
So okay, I'm going to play a little what if for you.
Oh, Zach, you're killing me, man.
So Aaron Rodgers gets traded to the Broncos.
Okay.
What does that mean for the NFC North division?
It's up for grabs then. Unless, I heard today from Colin Cowherd, they said if Jordan Love can play, if he can play, like I mean ball out, then you move on from Aaron Rodgers because he's younger.
Isn't Jordan Love just one of the greatest mysteries in the NFL?
he must be great in practice or something. Because he's learning under Rodgers for the past year, but he hasn't played it down in the NFL, right? Like, but Matt LaFleur, the head coach, wants Rodgers back. He's like, I can't imagine anything else without him, right? So like, I think this could go on a little bit further. I think, I don't know if Rodgers is going to hold out for Brian Kuntz to either leave or step down. But again, going back, the Packers have always been draft, develop. They're not huge, big free agencies. One of the big free agency signing was Reggie White back in 96 or 95. Sorry. That was, $1 million back then. People thought, oh, that is crazy. They didn't do much until Brian came in and he brought the Smith brothers in on defense, which was huge, a lot of money, but hey, they've been producing. It's been great. They've restructured a lot of guys on the contract side on that side of the ball to help. Right?
If by some chance Aaron Rodgers ever saw this video, what would you want to say to him?
Rodgers, my first football game at Lambeau Field was against you and against Peyton Manning, and we won. And the fan base loves you. The Green Bay, the city, worldwide. There's Packer fans everywhere. We want you back. We don't want you to go. We understand it. And again, someone asked me this, so what do you think about Rodgers after Brett Favre left? I'm like, well, we'll have to see. Obviously, they made a good choice with Rodgers, right? Like,
okay,
I don't know if I could actually say something. I'd be so speechless. Like, I remember meeting James Jones. I was speechless. My wife had to do all the talking for me.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
I was a kid in the candy store. Oh.
Is that when you went to Lambeau? You met James Jones?
Yeah. So for my birthday, she got me a little package deal. So we saw the game. We met Mason Crosby and James Jones the night before. Got a picture with them, shook hands and stuff, and a little Q&A with them. And it was pretty cool, just the simulations of them with James Jones having both quarterbacks at one time, Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. It was neat just how he loved them both, and he was great. And Aaron Rodgers was just he's so talented. Not saying Brett Favre wasn't. He was. But everyone knows he's a gunslinger. Mm-hmm. Rodgers was methodical, and he was smart with everything and just how he could put everything on a dime where he wanted it to go. Absolutely. Like, hence he's only got under 80 interceptions in his career.
Well, and Ryan, my final question of the night is, and you've been such a fantastic person to interview, but if
Thanks
you
for having me, man. This is great.
If you could talk to the Packers front office, what would you tell them right now? If they're like, give us some advice, Ryan.
Whatever Aaron Rodgers wants, get him. He's 30. He's 37. Get what he wants. He's not going to be around forever. You didn't get that with Brett Favre. We've been one game away from the Super Bowl. Let's try to get Julio Jones because they're in the contract issue with salary cap issue with the Atlanta Falcons. We got a receiver in the draft. Try to bring in something. Yeah, I know Green Bay is not the prettiest, town, compared to like New York or LA or whatever and all that, but the fan base is loyal. The city shuts down for games. It's been unreal, and they're so nice. And so my 2 cents to Brian would be like, here's the keys. What do you want? Like, let's do this. Like, we got you here. What's going to take us to go over the hump? And everyone could go back and say, well, we were one game away 2 years in a row. Okay, the 49er game kind of blew us out of the water. I don't think no one expected us to get that far, first time head coach, whatever. The second time, okay, we had the lead. We were doing good. Couple mistakes. We're still within it to beat Tampa Bay. Like, I don't know. My 2 cents to Brian is like, let's do something. Let's add it. Let's get this. Let's do whatever it takes for Rodgers to. Let's go get that second ring. Not only for him, but for the 14th championship would be for the Green Bay Packers.
Well, Ryan,
hopefully he gets that. That'd be great.
I wish you all the best. You've been a fantastic person to interview. But I turn the question to you watching this. What do you think is going to happen with this Aaron Rodgers situation? Do you think that the Packers front office is taking the right approach, or do they need to go into therapy of some kind? And Packers fans, thank you for watching, and anyone else, we appreciate it. And Ryan, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Hey man, thanks. It was great. It was appreciated. It's been a fun time. Thanks for being the first one ever. This is great. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Have you on the show again.
Yeah, it's great. Love talking football in off season. Something else to do.
For sure.
All right, cheers,
Time,
bud.
peace out. See ya.